Let's now go to the phones. We're joined by Bradley County Fire and Rescue Chief Shawn Fairbanks, who was on the scene yesterday in Meigs County for hours. Good morning, Shawn.
Good morning, Steve.
Well, I just you and I spoke last night, but I want you just to talk publicly whatever you'd like to say about the scene yesterday in Meigs County.
Yeah, I hate that we have to talk about it, but as you've been reporting, there was nothing that bus driver could have done different I've been in the business for 30 years, and I've never seen, I've seen a lot of accidents, and you almost become a traffic investigator sometimes after everything's over and you look at the situation. That one was very blatant to me last night, my personal opinion, that it was unavoidable on the bus driver's behalf. And a very solemn scene, a very heart-tugging scene to be on. When we first got there, called for mutual aid from Meigs County, as a bunch of agencies were. There were a lot of agencies there last night. Kids were rejoining with parents as we were there. Some could not rejoin with parents because of injuries, broken bones and stuff, and everybody just pouring in as much as they could get in to get these kids to the local hospitals and taken care of, making sure that the ones that are going with their parents are okay before they go, getting some on another bus to take them back to the elementary school to be rejoined with parents that were able to walk and get away. Very solemn right after the moment of all the kids getting gone, and then we have to figure out how to get the two that did not make it out, and all agencies worked very well together. Highway 58 in Bradley County were in charge of that, and Tri-State Mutual Aid did a fantastic job of having all the resources covering everything to backfill the people that had left their counties to go help Meigs and make sure that everything's covered in case something else happened. But 58, Athens, Decatur, Englewood, I talked to the Chattanooga fire chief last night. All the agencies came together. We all pull together and help each other, and that is a good thing because we need each other's support on that scene also. But once everything was done, chaplains were on scene, and our groups would just gather together and talk about what we went through, had prayer together on the scene before we left, so that everyone knows that they're being taken care of. It is a hard thing for these men and women to see, and unfortunately over the 30 years of experience, it never stops. You see a lot every now and then. You just hate when it happens in your community, and it was difficult, but yet I think everyone got through it. Everyone wanted to be a part and do their things and help out, and Meigs County was very appreciative of everyone that came last night. We love helping our friends over there, and they kept telling us how much they appreciated us. But I told them, one day we may need help, and I know you'll be there. So we mourn with our friends in Meigs County this morning and the families, but it's just a difficult thing to go through sometimes, but we will get through it.
We're joined by Bradley County Fire and Rescue Chief Shawn Fairbanks, who was on the scene for hours in Meigs County yesterday. It's a reminder, God bless our first responders, what they have to do, what they see, especially involving children. As we had Representative Dan Hall on about a half hour or so ago, Shawn, and he talked about that tight-knit 11 to 12,000 member Meigs County community and how tight-knit they are, how this goes to the core of that county. And, You know, also, I do want to mention I've received word from Hal Taylor, who is he is the director of Cleveland City Schools Transportation that governs the school buses. He told me that they had prayer this morning. You know, the bus drivers, we think about, as we talk about first responders, we think about the bus drivers and what they have to think about, Shawn, and go through on a daily basis. They're a brotherhood, they're a sisterhood, and they are all hurting this morning, even nationally.
Yes. I mean, last night, Lieutenant Harmon from the Highway Patrol walked up to me and several of the other chiefs standing there talking, waiting to see when THP's investigation would be done, and we finished our job. And Lieutenant Harmon walked up and he said, "Wow." He said, "I've never been called by the Lieutenant Governor on the scene before." But the Lieutenant Governor actually called to find out what was going on to Lieutenant Harmon last night while we were standing there on the scene. So news traveled quick, lots of support from across the state of Tennessee and nationally, and it's just a good outpouring. But Meigs County is a tight-knit. It's a smaller community, and those folks were very appreciative for everyone that came to aid in helping them last night. I hate that we had to go do that for the cause, but I'm glad that we are able to go help our brothers and sisters right next to us.
Shawn Fairbanks, Bradley County Fire and Rescue Chief, on the scene yesterday among numerous agencies working together in this tragedy. Shawn, thank you very much, and just please update us as we go along here.
Absolutely, Steve. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir. Shawn Fairbanks, everybody. At 8:17, coming up, we're going to